All my fault. Let's start over. Sam Spencer, go ahead.
And play.
Coach, how do you feel about the result tonight?
Um, I think I've got to be satisfied because of the team we're playing against. They're top of the league. They're on a really good run of form. But then when you take the lead against them, and we've had some good chances, you're probably a little bit disappointed. But realistically, they've had some good chances as well. The little master could have scored three or four with the chances he had today, and we've got to be better than not giving people like that and players like that them chances. He probably scored from his hardest chance. So, but I was really pleased with how we worked our chances as well. I thought we had some really good ones. So I think a draw was probably a fair result in the end.
And how did you feel the run of play went after your subs came in?
I think it's natural when you come away to a team that's on such a roll as what Inter Miami are, that you probably drop a little bit deeper. As much as we was trying to get up the pitch, everybody knows the humidity in Florida can drain you, and it was getting tough to get up the pitch. We needed to keep it a little bit better. We showed really good composure on the ball for long periods of the game. I just felt the last 10-15 minutes we didn't show as much. But we always had an outlet with the likes of Kerwin and Patrick on the pitch, who can go and carry the ball up there. And DD's won a few really good tackles as well, and released us for some other counter attacks. So I don't think it was intentional to drop off as deep as we did in the last 10-15 minutes. But we held out in the end.
And then finally, not soccer related, but the state of North Carolina has gone through some really devastating storms. First, wanted to make sure Jamie and you and yours were okay, and then second, if you had anything to say to the fans who are picking up the pieces today.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we left yesterday and the weather was terrible, and I believe there's some fatalities, and our love and prayers go to them and their family. There's going to be a big clear up operation. I've seen, Dave and Nicole already have set up a fund, and our prayers go to them all, and we're there to help.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Sam. Carol?
Dean, to go from where you guys were during that losing streak to coming out and giving Miami everything you had, how did you guys get here, and how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I knew, that result performance last week would give us confidence. And we came here with a game plan. The game plan was to try and restrict them centrally and make them go around the outside of us. They got through a couple of times, but our production on the ball was really good today. I still think there's more to come. There's, it breaks down on small little details at times, which could have given us, far more bigger chances. But it became a fairly open game. Not one that I probably enjoy so much when it becomes that open. But we gave our fair share. We created our fair share of chances along with themselves. So I thought it was a good game of football to watch.
I know you'd said you hadn't faced a team, hadn't coached against a messy team. Was your heart in your throat a lot when he had the ball, and how do you think you guys defended him?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he got through in the 5th minute, and Callie's made a good save. His movement and his touch play is exceptional. So the lads knew they had to concentrate well. But for my liking, he had too many chances for a man of that caliber that we allowed him to have. Or if he goes and creates them himself, you go, yeah, not a problem, because we've all seen him do that so often to so many top players and top teams. But all in all, he only got the one goal. And our defenders and our goalkeeper, made sure it wasn't more.
How about the play, the Malanda play that got called, waved off? Looks like they got it right.
Yeah, I don't think they got the first free kick right, though, where he got the first yellow card. That was more to coming together. It wasn't even a foul. And, for them to produce a yellow card at that moment, I thought was really poor. But then, from where I was stood, it looked a clean tackle straight away. And, player reaction normally tells you the story, and he got one really wrong, and thankfully VAR did its job.
One last one, the backup goalkeeper, you made a change on the bench.
Yeah, he had a back spasm last night, so he didn't recover in time today, so we had to pull David Bingham off and put Big C on the bench.
Okay, thanks, team.
No worries.
All right, let's go Nick, and then we'll end with Steve.
Coach, tactically, it looked like, well, first of all, you had Andrew again back at center back and Tim on that left side, but this allowed Nathan to play even further up and be more part of the offense. Was that just the intention? Is that because you're so comfortable with those three back there that you're going to shift?
Yeah, no, that's something we've been working on. We're playing Tim out as a left back, but not an orthodox left back. I'm not wanting him to go on the outside of Liel Abada. I want to leave Liel Abada with 1v1s. And on the other side of the pitch, I'm looking for Nathan to go and join in as much as possible, because I think we've got 3 centre backs when we build as a 3 who are really comfortable with the ball. And, I thought they found Westy really well in our build up today and caused them problems.
All right, and then secondly, since the goals, first of all, the first goal by Charlotte and then the goal by Miami, did that shift any of your thinking as far as like timing for subs, or were you going to do something earlier?
No, we was trying to get the first 2 players on the pitch in Kerwin and Patrick. We just felt it was needed then. As I said earlier, it was very humid. You could see a lot of players tiring quickly, and we just needed to get some fresh legs on in that period.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, let's end with Steve.
Hey, Dean, nice result. The attitude of the players after the match, did they feel like, even though it was pretty even and you escaped some opportunities, did they feel like it was 1 point gained or 2 points lost? What did they feel it should have been?
I think they gained a point. As I said earlier, when you lose the lead, you can be disappointed, especially with the defense and organisation that we have. But the little master come up with a moment of brilliance and a good finish. But I think they probably edged the chances, although we created some really good chances ourselves. And it was unfortunate with the offside goal. I think Liel just timed his run a little bit too early, but we always looked a threat on the counter like that, and I thought we built up really quickly as well.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you about next, is that counter was gorgeous. I mean, it didn't count, but it showed the aggression. It showed, everybody went where they were supposed to.
Yeah, and that's something we've been working on for a while, and that final ball of playing underneath between their defenders and the goalkeeper. And it's unfortunate that it didn't count, because it would have been a great moment and, a great team goal as well.
Well, following the 4-0 win, do you feel this game is kind of another piece towards building the confidence for the final regular season and into the playoffs? It's
definitely a step in the right direction to come against the league leaders, with the quality of the players that they have, and come away unbeaten. Definitely will give the players a boost, and now we're ready for Chicago on Wednesday. And just a description of the environment there. There are hard teams to play against, and Miami is obviously one of those. But is their stadium, is that a hard place to play? I mean, does that crowd add anything to it, or do they sit on their hands most of the time? No, I mean, listen, there's a noise there from behind the stadium, behind the goal certainly as well. I mean, it's a strange stadium, I must admit. It looks like it's just been put up. It's almost like an amphitheatre, like you tee off in the Ryder Cup or something. That's how it kind of felt. But yeah, it's they get the fans be here, and they've got a good record here, so we're happy to go away with unbeaten. Yeah, well, it's kind of historic. It was a former high school football stadium where Teofilo Cubillas, George Best, a lot of big names have played in that place when they were the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Well, you mentioned George Best there. He's a player. Yeah, quite a good drinker as well. Yeah. Congratulations. Safe travels home. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll have a pleasure.